Sorry, guys. Okay. Um, Hello. How's everyone doing today? It's Amy with Lily Bean Designs. Tell me if you can hear me because I've just got the overhead camera on. So tell me if there's any volume or not. Let me turn this on and see if I can hear myself coming through. I feel like I don't hear anything. Do y'all hear anything? Let's see. Oh, good. Okay, somebody says they can hear me. Okay, perfect. All right, so we are going to be painting the Welcome Peeps sandwich board insert today. So I am not showing my face today, y'all, because I am not camera ready. Oh, somebody's watching from the UK. I love that you use the word whilst. We do not use the word whilst. That's adorable. I love that. So you guys, I don't know who you are. There are two people that have commented so far, and it just says Facebook user. So make sure you click that button that says allow StreamYard permission, or go over and watch from my Facebook page and not in a group. That will fix the problem, and I can see who you are, or you can just comment what your name is. Okay, so we're going to paint this sandwich board insert. If you have not done one of these before, these are interchangeable, and I'll show you at the end how they work. So I'm going to paint this backboard like a chalkboard. And let me just grab a sponge. That'll be the quickest way to get the paint on here. So I've got some Apple Barrel black paint, and I am just going to do a quick coat on here. You don't have to paint these black like a chalkboard. Like you can, most of the time sandwich boards look like chalkboards. So like, when you see them on the street outside of a little restaurant or a cafe or something, and they're telling you like the specials of the day and what coffee they have available, and all the things. That's what a sandwich board is. And most of them are a chalkboard. So I typically paint them like a chalkboard just because I like that look. Very British. My name is Kirsty. Oh, that is so cute. So I've ordered, I used to use one of those self-healing mats on my craft table. I just like the background to look neat, and it just doesn't ever look neat. It always looks dirty and, got paint all over it, but it is what it is. So anyway, I think I'm going to order one. I haven't pressed the purchase button on Amazon yet, but just to have a nice clean background. But paint just sticks to everything. Even when I try to clean it off right away, it just sticks to everything. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to put a little bit of white paint on here just to make it look like a chalkboard that hasn't been cleaned completely. But I'm going to let that dry first. Okay, so let's do our bunnies. This is actually a pretty quick little set. I'm going to grab a few Eastery, springy colors. All right, so let's see. I've got Pink Polish, Key West, Lilac Mist. What else should we use? Let's see. Maybe a yellow. Let's do Pale Daffodil and Lime Tree. That'll be cute. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I already have black paint all over my fingernails. I've given up. I'm not going to worry about it. So tell me what you guys are doing today. Are y'all doing anything fun? Are you painting or doing any craft projects? It is so nice outside here today. and I plan on going out there and enjoying it in a little bit. Sorry, y'all. I'm opening these paint colors. A lot of these are new. I went and restocked on paint, and I put them all on my little wall behind where I craft. And I love this apple barrel paint. So that's what I decided to go with. And I just bought a bunch of different colors. And since it's like 50 some cents a container, I could buy a whole bunch of it without breaking the bank. The plastic off of here. I didn't realize I haven't used any of these colors yet. So is the weather nice where you guys are? It is so pretty here. It's going to be like 73 degrees. So it's dinner time in the UK, huh? It is, what, 11 a.m. here? Yeah, 11 a.m. here. We're in Central Time here in South Louisiana. Okay, I'm getting my little paint palette all set up. There we go. So I'm just going to paint my little bunnies. Some pretty pastel colors for spring. And the tails are 3D pieces, so I'm just going to paint right over this score line. That's just there to show you where to put the tail. I'm loving all the fun spring colors that's in the stores right now. Have you guys been to Hobby Lobby yet and seen all the fun? Well, I guess the spring stuff's probably been in Hobby Lobby for a while, but I just haven't been up there to look at it until recently. But just so fun with all the bright colors. I feel like the older I get, the faster it all goes, though. Like, it's Christmas 1 second and Valentine's Day just whizzes by, and now we're already painting bunnies. That's crazy. I have a little piece of wood in here that looks like it didn't. Hold on, I'm going to use my little tool to get that off. Just a little stray piece. There we go. Ooh, this brush is in rough shape. I need to clean my brushes better. Have you guys been working on some Easter projects yet? Are you just focusing on spring? Are you already doing Mother's Day? What are you working on? I'm going to do a second coat of this pink really quick so I can rinse this brush off. And then I'm going to do white underneath my yellow. Or you know what? Let's do an experiment. Let's see if the apple barrel yellow needs white underneath it. Because most of the time I put white underneath yellow to make it brighter. Tanya, you're working on Easter Bunny egg cutouts. So fun. So tell me what kind of projects you guys are working on. Do you make door hangers, tiered trays, shelf sitters? Oh, look, guys, this yellow is nice and thick. I'll do 2 coats of it just like the other colors, but I don't think it needs any white underneath it. That's pretty cool. We are going to head back to Virginia before Easter so we can spend it with our family. And then we'll stay home at least through probably the beginning of June. My son graduates from college in May, which is insane. Absolutely insane. I can't believe it went by that fast. Having only just got my laser, I've been wanting to make everything. I can't wait to get started on Halloween and Christmas already. So Halloween and Christmas are my absolute favorite holidays to craft for. And I always say this, but I really wish that that whole season was spread out more and wasn't so busy, because I feel like there's just not enough time to do all of the projects that I want to do. And we know as mothers that we're just busy that time of year. Even without little kids, I feel like it's just busy. And I don't have time to play like I want to. So feel free to go ahead and do your Halloween and Christmas stuff right now, because I can tell you that you're not going to have enough time to do all the stuff that you want to do when it's actually here. Oh, I got purple in my green. Hold on. I know there are a lot of businesses I follow on Facebook who are working on Christmas in July and August. That's how far ahead they stay with their projects. I am not that organized, y'all, and I really don't want to be doing that kind of stuff when it's hot outside. It's hard enough to get in the mood for it when we're in Louisiana in like October, thinking about doing like starting on Christmas stuff, because it's still hot. And it just needs to be cold for me to think about Christmas and snow and Santa and all that, Last October, we were still in the pool. It's not warm enough to get in the pool yet this year. But I'm told in March it might be. I don't know. It needs to be pretty warm for me to get in the pool. Okay, so let's do our little tails. So I'm going to do those in white. So let me get my chalkboard piece and a chip brush. Okay, so I've dabbed most of the white paint off of my chip brush. I may not have gotten enough off. Hold on, I think I need to get a little bit more off. You don't want a whole lot on here. Okay, yeah, so then I'm just going to lightly go over my chalkboard to give it that, not quite, you know, all the chalk's not off of it. The teacher has erased it, but she has not washed it. Okay, that's lighter in person than it looks on the camera. You can kind of see, there you go. All right, so now it looks kind of chalky. And let me grab a piece of painter's tape. So what kind of laser did you get? I can't see your name. There are a couple of people that say Facebook users, so it doesn't say your name. Y'all, I heard that StreamYard is going to stop letting us go live in groups. And so we would only be able to go live on our pages. And I'm not sure. I'm wondering if it's going to be, oh, that brush is totally dried out. If it's going to be one of those, you know, those deals like the cable company when you go to watch a show and it's like, oh, sorry, you can't watch it because we are still in negotiations with the network, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about? So I wonder if it's one of those things where at the last minute they'll get their act together and they'll come up with some sort of agreement. Because StreamYard is really the best way for us creators to go live and do overhead video and be able to like pull up pictures and see all your comments at the same time. So yeah, I'm hoping that that's not gonna be the case. But I do wish that they would fix the issue with not being able to see your names. If they're gonna solve the problem, then let's solve the problem all the way, right? But we'll see. I really don't understand why it won't let us see your names. I mean, there's got to be a reason. I have no idea. I can't imagine why they wouldn't want us to see your names. It's just really strange, but whatever. Who knows with these companies? Oh, Kirsty again. Atom Stack A5. And you're going to get a Glowforge or an X tool. I have heard excellent things about the X tool. I don't know anything about an atom stack. Let's see. I think we're going to do welcome in white too. So let me kind of squeeze these in here. Put this over here and then let me just like do that. So is Atom Stack one that's only available in England? And y'all know I like using these sponges for my letters. And I'm just going to go over my tails again. I should have just used this to begin with, I guess. trying to use up this last of this white bottle of paint. Okay, I think that's pretty sure that's everything that I need to be white. Oh, you got it off of Amazon? Gotcha. Okay, let's scooch this over here. And I have these three little guys, so paint them. So is Amazon as popular in the UK as it is here? I know I order a lot of stuff off of Amazon. I have Amazon coming today, as a matter of fact. So I'm trying to finish up this week all of the Clubhouse files for the SVG Clubhouse. I'm leaving on Saturday for a business retreat. So if you saw my post about Brooke Riley with Refabbed, I shared, she had a webinar a while back, and I am a member of her Creative Circle group. And my friend Kara and I are going on her retreat in Paducah, Kentucky this week. Well, it actually doesn't start until, what day does it start? Monday? Yeah, I think it's Monday. But I'm leaving Saturday because I'm actually going to fly to Nashville. So the flight to Paducah was expensive. And Kara lives in Alabama and is going to be passing through Nashville because she's driving, because she's a lot closer to Kentucky than me. So I'm going to fly to Nashville and I'm going to spend the night in Nashville. And she's going to pick me up there and I'm going to ride the rest of the way with her. So I'm super excited about that. It's going to be fun. I actually have pretty much a full day, not a full day, but like I have until around dinner time on, what day is that going to be? Sunday? Yeah, Sunday, to just kind of go around Nashville. And I've only been there once and I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time the last time that I went. I think we were only there for like one night. I don't know why we did it that way. We were there for the Chris Stapleton concert a few years ago. I don't know why we didn't stay more than one night. But I don't know what I'm going to do with myself in Nashville for the day. I mean, I guess I'll go around and like go to some of the bars and restaurants and like listen to the music and just kind of check things out and maybe shop. So tell me if you know of some good, well, I mean, I know there's tons of good restaurants in Nashville. I mean, like it's a foodie town, but tell me your favorite spots along like the main strip in Nashville, if you have been there. Favorite places to eat and just kind of listen to music and hang out, and maybe like some little shops that are along there. What is that main strip called? I can't think of the name of it. See, I have New Orleans on the brain, so I'm thinking Bourbon Street. What is the Broadway. Thank you, Tanya. I love painting bunnies. So fun. What I should be doing is combining my my paint here. As I do certain colors, I should be like, you know what though? I'm going to use sponges for those letters, so maybe not. Let me tell you though, y'all, I'm a little leery because I am flying Spirit. So y'all please pray for me. I've never flown Spirit, but I've heard about it. But it's not a long flight. I don't have kids with me. I'm packing light. I'm just gonna, you know, it'll be okay, right? Who was texting me? Let's see. Just a junk text. The great weather is helping me paint the Easter things. Yes, it is. It looks like you're using MDF for your wood. No, I am not using MDF. This is 1/4 inch birch. Oh shoot, I don't want yellow. Why am I dipping my paintbrush in yellow? I need, what color do I need? Blue. No, because I have never found a really good supplier for MDF, honestly. I mean, I like doing some things with MDF. And every once in a while, Glowforge will have a sale on their MDF, and I'll order some sheets of it. But typically, no. Typically, I use 1/4 inch birch for almost everything. I do keep a little small stock of 1/8 inch on hand, but I get a better price on the 1/4 inch than the 1/8 inch, which makes no sense. So if you guys have a good supplier for 1/8 inch birch or MDF, please let me know. Like somewhere that ships. But I have an excellent supplier for the 1/4 inch birch. As a matter of fact, if you are looking for wood circles, I just posted a listing on my page, or you can go to my Etsy shop and just type in like wood circles. But we are selling them in packs of 12, and the prices are the absolute lowest that we've ever offered. And they're free shipping. And I also have a coupon code if you order $100. What is the code? 10 off blanks. And the word 10 is spelled out, all caps. So my husband is doing all the wood cutouts for me right now. Well, not right now. He's been doing them for a while. But he wants to be more busy. He wants to crank up the wood side of the business. And so we were looking at pricing yesterday, and I was like, you know, if we are shipping a good amount to one person and we're not having to pay, you know, think about like if I'm shipping, you know, 12 circles. Okay. If I'm shipping them to 3 different people, then I have to pay 3 times the shipping. Whereas if I can ship them all to one person, then it's less expensive. So I can offer them at a better price. So I was like, let's do a bulk listing and see if people like that. I'm looking for some sponges for all these colors. Let's see. Oh, and I need to paint these 2 little wheel things white. These were supposed to be white too. Let me just really quick put them over here and hit them with the white. Oh, whoops, that's not stuck down. I know some people cut their own circles with a jigsaw or a router, but if you order circles, then definitely check out my listing. We would love to have your circle business. The wood is amazing, y'all. It's really like the nicest wood that I've ever gotten. Thank you, George. Yeah, our wood supplier down here in Louisiana is the wood is so nice. We don't get it from a big box store. We get it from a local lumber yard, and it's so nice and not warped and smooth and pretty and just I love it. So, all right, let me think. I'm going to start with blue for this. It's so good that we hauled a load of wood back to Virginia because we knew, like when we went home over the holidays, we knew that we were not going to get this wonderful wood for a good price. We wouldn't get wonderful wood at all, but we definitely wouldn't get it for a good price in Virginia. So, yeah, we hauled it back up there. And that worked out very well, thankfully. So the link to this file is in the description, the video description. Don't forget, if you're in SVG Clubhouse, that you get 50% off files. But also, if you're not in the club, if you're in my makers group, hold on, I'm looking for another sponge. You get 20% off our files. So don't forget about your group codes. I know, I'm getting paint all over my desk again. Y'all, this yellow is awesome. It's a really good, vibrant yellow. Highly recommend. Okay, so now we only have our little truck left. These bunnies go on here, so they're like a 3D element. So we are going to, let's see. Let me just do my wheels with a Sharpie. And then I have to make my truck this blue color because I really love this color. I'm going to go around the window because I want the window to be like gray or silver. I think I have a silver Posca pen I can use. That might work. All right. Let me just make this a little bit darker here. All right. Oh, thank you, Oki. That's so sweet. Oh, that's not going to show up very well. I probably needed to do it white first. That's supposed to be silver metallic, but it's not really doing it for me. All right, hold on. I wonder if I can do a gray Posca pen. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's going to do okay. All right, and then for my accents on here, hold on, I've got a little string or something on my pen. This is one of those fine tip pens. I'll tell you the brand in one sec. So I'm just doing some little accents and outlines. Okay, this is a new top fine tip, extra fine tip. Yeah, extra fine point paint marker, Amazon. Okay, and then I'm going to get a really tiny little brush here and just do some white. Oh, and let me glue my tire thingamabobs on. Let me see if I can do this without getting glue all over my hands this time. I got glue everywhere last time. That was not fun. I'm going to go ahead and glue our bunnies. I think I need a tinier brush. Let me try this one. just some little accents on the bunnies. And I'm just taking my black pen and kind of going over their eyes and noses so you can see them better. Okay, so that's our truck. Just like that. Doesn't have to look perfect. All right, so now I'm going to highlight some of the other pieces. It always brightens things up to use a little bit of black and white in your highlights. My phone is just making all kinds of noises. What in the world? All right, let's just do a little bit of black in there. You guys, my animals want in, my phone is chirping. What on earth? Okay, let's put our little tails on. Okay, there's our bunnies. Ta-da! So let's put everything on our backer. And then I'll show you how this works. Okay, so our backer, let me turn it the right way. You're not going to be able to see this, I don't think, on camera. but it is scored. So maybe you can see a little bit. So everything is scored on there, so I know where to put on my pieces. And it is important that you line it up pretty close, because I'll show you when we go to put this on the sandwich board base, you don't want the pieces to hit the little side attachment thingamabobs. Y'all are like, what are you talking about? I will show you momentarily. Okay, so these are lined up on there. Yes, they are supposed to hang off like that, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so our truck, let me see where our truck goes. I need to see it in the light. The truck goes here like that, so let's glue that on. Just like that. And this piece is going to go like this. So we only need glue on these three, pretty much. All right, and then our words. Thank you, Sharon. So tell me if you guys like Peeps. Are you Peeps fans? Do you like the taste of Peeps, or are they disgusting? What do you think? I think they're good. They're not my favorite little treat in the world, but I think they're good. And they're adorable. I still put them in my kids' Easter baskets every year. All right, let's see if we can line that up right. There we go. Yep, just like that. And then I can see where these go. I know you probably can't see that, but I'm going to put the glue right on there. Just less of a chance of getting it all over me if I do it that way. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that is our completed sandwich board insert. And now I will show y'all how this works. It really needs to dry before we go messing with it too much, of course. But I have a few of the other inserts over here, so I'm going to show you how this works. So here is the sandwich board. So you can see it has, it's like an easel kind of thing. Don't look at my paint job and my running glue. I've had this forever. It has been through it. It has traveled back and forth from here to Virginia. I did kind of a sloppy paint job. I was going for a distressed look. I think I got a little carried away. So don't judge. But anyway, there's a circle piece in the middle, so you can kind of put your hand up and just pop out the inserts. So while that one's drying, let's show you a couple of the other inserts that we have made and how they just fit down in there. Like that. So of course this would be standing up. So, you're looking at it laying down. It would be standing up, of course. But anyway, here's our sunflower insert. And you really don't even need to pop it out with your hand through that hole. It kind of just, it pops out on its own. And I have people ask me sometimes how you get the insert to stay in there when it's standing up. it's leaning at such an angle that it is, trust me when I tell you, it is not going to fall out of there. It's going to stay in there just fine. You are not going to have a problem with that. So yeah, you just let them rest in there and they are good. Okay, here's a fall one that we did last year. I think this was a SVG Clubhouse one. So our pumpkins, hay rides, and flannels. And we did a happy birthday one. So they just kind of, they just fit in there. And you can just pop them right off the back. Switch them out for all the seasons. If you're in the Clubhouse, you are getting I think you're getting a new one of these this time for March. I am 99% sure there's a sandwich board file in there. Y'all, the months go by so fast, I get just confused. But I'm almost positive there isn't. Yeah, I think there's one in there. Or maybe you just got one. Did you get one for February? Y'all, I'm losing my mind. Let's see. Let me look on in the Facebook group. I forget from month to month what we've done. Okay, you did not get one for February. I'm pretty sure you have one for March. Forgive my brain for not being 100% sure. Okay, here's one of my favorites. This one is a Clubhouse file. Look how cute, y'all. The Santa and the reindeer. This one is just, I love it. And I have glitter on this one. So fun. And then the last one that I have is this one. This is a fan favorite. Everyone loves this one I say for some reason. I get why they love it, but yeah, this is a favorite. Everyone loves this one because we're crafters. So people like to have this one sitting up in their craft room, right? And so those are all the ones that I have here. I have a few more back in Virginia. And then I'll go ahead and stick this one in today. Hopefully it's not going to fall apart on me here since it's not dry. Oh, there we go. Okay. So there's our Peeps one. So, yep. You just bought that one, Okie. Oh, thank you. All right. I am going to hop off of here, y'all. I hope you enjoyed that paint tutorial. And I hope that you have a wonderful, can't talk today, a wonderful rest of your week. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.